Good afternoon to all my dear students. Do hard work at your home, stay healthy, and I welcome to you all for the online classes. So, dear students, as I told you yesterday, and if you were yesterday from last 3 days, you people come to know that the condition and the situation of this protagonist, how he is surviving right now. Yesterday, he found a place where people were working in the Renzo iron work mill, and he wanted to make contact with them because he was confused and he was not having any place to go out. That is why he decided to meet those people. Finally, he got someone there because after 3 hours or 4 hours, he was totally confused in the forest and was not able to go out. That is why when he came to know about thing that the people were walking and there is a place, there is a iron mill, so that is why he wanted to go there. Now we will go for the next paragraph, that what is going on here. Here we go, be ready. The Renzo Iron Works, which are now closed down. This is the name of the Renzo Iron Works. Iron Works, which is now closed down. It is not going to be continued. Not so long ago, a large plant with smelter, rolling mill and forge in the summertime. Long lines of heavily loaded barges and escorts slits down the canal, which led to a large inland lake, and in the winter time the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which shifted down from the big charcoal crates. When he was going to the place of that factory, that's Renzo Iron Work, he came to know that the road of that place was totally black because it was a iron mill. So definitely the charcoal and the color of the road was black, and he easily came to know that the thing whatever situated there, it is the part of a factory, and yes, it was the iron mill. During one of the long dark evening just before Christmas, the master smith and his helpers sat in the dark forge near the furnace waiting for the pig iron. There was a person who was waiting for the pig iron, and he was a master which had been put in the fire to be ready to put on the anvil. Every now and then one of them got up, stirred the growing mass with a long iron bar, returning a few moments, dripping with perspiration. Thought, as was the custom, he wore nothing but a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes. When this person was working at that place, at that iron mill, he was not having a very special dress for him. A long shirt he has put on and the wooden shoes because of the protection, and to see that custom, to see that thing of that person, this protagonist did not come to know about the anything. All the time there were many sounds to be heard in the forge. Of course, it is a iron mill, it is a mill, and definitely there will be a big sound, and no anyone can easily hear the sound what was going on there. For the big bellows groaned and the burning coal cracked. The fire boy shoveled charcoal into the maw of the furnace with a great deal of the clatter. Outside roared the waterfall, and a sharp north wind whipped in the rain against the brick tiled roof. It was probably on account of all this noise that the blacksmith did not notice that a man had opened the gate and entered the forge. And a person, and the blacksmith who was working in that mill, he did not pay his attention to someone because he was busy in his work, and fortunately or unfortunately, whatever you want to say, he didn't have any idea about that person who was going to get the entry in that place. So suddenly at that time, that Rattrap seller got the entry into that place, and the person, the blacksmith, he didn't have any idea about him. Surely it was nothing unusual for poor vagabonds without any better shelter for the one night to be attracted to the fort by the glow of the light which escaped through the sooty panes. Yes, but he was trying to have an idea about that person. He could have thought about him that perhaps he's a poor person who is going for the shelter at night, and he's also looking for a place where he can spend his night for a time, and to come in the warm themselves in front of the, because I told you day before yesterday also and yesterday also, this is the time of the December, and in this at this time it was the time of the coldness. So definitely he wanted to get the entry of that place, for that place where he could have some solutions also to protect himself from the cold and chill winter. That is why he went to there, but it was not sure for him, because I told you yesterday also, this person didn't get any idea and any way to go out from the forest. It was only the place for him. That is why he decided to go there and got the entry in that place. The fire, the blacksmith glanced only casually and identified at the intruder. He looked the way people of his type usually did, with a long beard, dirty rag, and with a bunch of Rattraps dragging on his chest. And how he was looking? He was looking a very poor person, because he was, and the clothes of that person were totally ragged. He didn't have proper clothes on his body, and he had a bunch of the Rattraps also, which was hanging on his shoulder, and the long beard and the shrunken eyes. He was totally looking like a beggar, and it was the physical phenomena of that person, which has been explained by that blacksmith. He asked permission to stay, and the master blacksmith nodded a haughty consent without honoring him with a single word. He was asking for the night. He was asking for a night in that place, and he was not also able to judge the yes or no of the blacksmith. How did he react? He reacted, I want to live here for a night. So what he did? Like that. Because he didn't say yes, he didn't say no. By the facial expression of blacksmith, the person, the Rattrap sailor, he came to know that, yes, perhaps I can have the place for this night. The tramp did not say anything either. He had not come there to talk, but only to warm himself and sleep, because it was only the purpose of the Rattrap seller, according to the blacksmith. He wanted to make himself warm, because it was the time of December, and during the time of the December it was quite difficult for him also to stay outside of any factory of any place, because he didn't have the proper clothes also. So it was the problem for this person, for that person, and that's why blacksmith also, he didn't have any idea, he didn't have any problem for that person, and it was a good chemistry in between the blacksmith and the Rattrap seller. We will discuss later about the conversation of those two peoples who are strangers right now, but what will be happening after the meeting of those people, it will be discussed in the next paragraph. Till then, take care, have a great evening, have a great time, take care, stay healthy, stay wealthy at your home. Bye bye.